Madam Chairwoman, you'll see it. There it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you, everybody. Welcome to the March 2nd meeting of the Law Committee. Majority Counsel, would you be able to take roll, please?
Sure, Madam Chairwoman. Ms. Platsky,
Present.
Cunningham,
Here.
Bergdorf,
Here.
Who was that?
Feeney.
Oh, here. I heard the dog.
Oh, yeah. Kuhn,
Okay.
Here.
Mr. Mayo is excused. Peter,
Here.
Ricard,
Present.
and Whalen.
Here.
8 present, Madam Chairwoman.
Great, thanks. Welcome, everybody. Let's start with the minutes. Has someone had an opportunity to review the minutes from the last meeting?
Motion to move them.
Thank you, Drew. And is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Minutes approved unanimously. Is Judge Herrick or Tina Sodi available on the line?
Tina Sodi, present.
Oh, there's Tina. Thank you. Great. Let's jump to number 10 so Tina can make the most of the rest of her evening.
Thank you.
Sure. Number 10 is authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services regarding the third counsel at first appearance grant. So Ms. Sodi, you have the floor.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So on behalf of the Public Defender's Office and my office, the Alternate Public Defender's Office, I'm requesting approval to accept our third counsel at first appearance grant through New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services. This grant is in the amount of approximately $749,700 to be paid over a term of 3 years. What this will do is it will permit us to continue our current very successful CAFRA at first appearance program, which provides legal counsel to every individual that's indigent in Albany County who gets arrested 24/7 throughout the year. We have counsel present throughout every night, every weekend, every holiday. If somebody gets arrested, we get called and we appear for that appearance and that arraignment. So this grant will provide us that funding to continue that process. There is absolutely no cost to Albany County. It's completely funded by the state.
Very good. Are there any questions for Ms. Sodi? No, if not, may I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Thank you. Passes unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Sodi.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Ms. Ziegler, you are up next. How are you this
Thank
evening?
you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Sure. We have go ahead. Item 11.
No, I apologize. Item 11. So our current Office of Victim Services grant will be ending this September, and this is to apply for continued funding. This is guaranteed 3 years of funding with a possible 1-2 year extension. This is our largest grantor. This pays for pretty much every position, many of our expenses. So this is a grant that our department's had for years and that we are excited to continue. So with your permission, I'd love to be able to submit this. I have to submit this by 2 p.m. on March 24th. I know that's going to be before folks meet. And if you don't mind, I would be able to submit it on the 24th. And then once awarded, because I'm very positive about that, I'll come back to you probably May or June for that resolution to accept the award.
Great. Are there any questions from Ms. Ziegler? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Bergdorf, and a second by Mr. Peter.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Great. Thank you. Passes unanimously. And on to item 12. Ms. Ziegler, please go right ahead.
So the next request is actually new money. This is through the Office of Children and Family Services. They're looking to give us, it's a 3-year grant for $194,670, which is $64,890 per year. They will award us. This is for victim services. It's for work that we're doing. So again, this is guaranteed income for 3 years. This was a non-competitive grant. And we'd love to accept this. This is going to allow us to, again, get a little bit more IT. I'm hoping to expand some things so that we can even improve our services that are already amazing, but they can be even better. So this is new money and I'm asking to accept it.
Very good. Are there any questions from Ms. Ziegler?
Make a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Ricard. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney. All in favor of new money?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Nope. Thank you. Passes unanimously. Thank you very much, Ms. Ziegler. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Thank you as well. Enjoy.
Okay, let's bounce back to item number 3, since there is no 2 as far as I can tell. This is being tabled, as well as item 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Is that okay, majority council? Do we need to have discussion on those, or are we good to
No,
go
I would
forward?
just note that Mr. Purley is here. I don't know if he wanted to.
Oh,
say
certainly. I'm sorry.
Local law M, which I believe is number 6.
Yeah, Mr. Purley, would you like to say anything about local law M?
Well, thank you, Madam Chairman. Yeah, just as I relate to my colleagues on the Conservation and Sustainability Committee last evening, that our minority leader received a communication from Mr. Feeney, the majority leader, that there were still some additional questions and concerns at the staff level on this local law as drafted, with the recommendation that we table it and that we convene our respective councils and committee chairs so that we can work through any questions and concerns with the proposal as drafted. So I'm certainly fine with that.
Okay, thank you. That sounds like a plan, and we can move forward once that's taken care of.
Great, thank you.
All right. Does that bring us to item 9? Okay, Ms. Lakakis, would you like to talk about item 9 and what the situation is?
Madam Chairwoman.
Sure,
I
sorry.
will first let her talk. I was going to say what she was
Okay.
going to say.
Go ahead, Majority
Sorry,
Council.
Lynn. This was actually only referred to personnel, so law does not actually have the legal authority to move forward with it tonight. It will be vetted completely tomorrow at the Personnel Committee, and I believe Lynn will be appearing on that at that meeting for that purpose.
Great, okay.
If,
So
if
we
I
can't.
may say,
May I ask a question? How is it just sent to personnel?
The chair only sent it to personnel. It was essentially a clerical error that it ended up on the Law Committee.
Okay, because I had, is it possible to raise some concerns or I shouldn't say concerns, some observations about it prior to the Personnel Committee? 2-3 minutes, Madam Chair?
Well, we can't address it here,
Yeah,
right, Majority
Paul,
Council, that we would.
Paul, I'm
That's
sorry.
the issue. It was not actually referred to this committee, so this committee has no authority to do anything with it, really. You can certainly raise any issues you may have before personnel tomorrow, or you could have Arnis reach out to our office or the chair's office, and we can come to something, an agreement.
Well, I actually spoke to the sponsor yesterday, but
may I?
I would be willing to, I guess, talk to the Personnel Committee tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Ms. Lakakis, did you have something to chime in here?
I won't bother, introducing it or anything, but I will say that I have heard from a couple people, some of the suggestions I will, employ possibly by tomorrow, and look forward to. But if any of you who haven't reached out to me from this committee do have any concerns or issues, please feel free to email them to me or give me a call tomorrow, off committee, and I will be happy to hear you. And thank you very much for your time.
Great, thanks, Ms. Lakakis. Mr. Bergdorf, did you raise your hand again?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right,
Sorry about that if I did.
Not a
I pushed the
problem.
wrong button.
that's okay. Majority Council, I think that wraps up our business for the Law Committee this evening. Great, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Thank you,
Second.
Mr. Ricard. Thank you, Mr. Feeney. I think this is a record.